Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of L.A. Requiem by Robert Crais, narrated by Ron McLarty. This work is copyrighted 1999 by Robert Crais. This recording is copyrighted 2000 by Recorded Books. Joe Pike is a former cop with a past as dark as his demeanor. When his former lover is found dead, Pike and his old partner, Elvis Cole, are hired by the woman's father to monitor the police investigating the murder, at least one of whom has been waiting for revenge. And now, L.A. Requiem.
The Islander Palms Motel. Uniformed LAPD officer Joe Pike could hear the banda music even with the engine idling, the AC jacked to meat locker, and the two-way crackling call-out codes to other units. The covey of Latina street kids clumped outside the arcade giggled at him, whispering things to each other that made them flush. Squat brown men come up through the fence from Zacatecas, milled on the sidewalk, shielding their eyes from the sun as veteranos told them about Sawtell over on the west side, where they could find day labor jobs, $30 cash, no papers required. Here in Rampart Division, south of Sunset, Guatemalans and Nicaraguans simmered with Salvadorans and Mexican nationals in a sidewalk machaca that left the air flavored with epazote, even here within the sour cage of the radio car. Pike watched the street kids part like water when his partner hurried out of the arcade. Abel Wozniak was a thick man with a square head and cloudy slate eyes. Wozniak was 20 years older than Pike and had been on the street 20 years longer. Once the best cop that Pike had then met, Wozniak's eyes were now strained. They'd been riding together for 2 years, and the eyes hadn't always been that way. Pike regretted that, but there wasn't anything he could do about it, especially now, when they were looking for Ramona Ann Escobar. Wozniak lurched in behind the wheel, adjusting his gun for the seat, anxious to roll, even with the tension between them as thick as clotted blood. His informant had come through. "DeVille's staying at the Islander Palms Motel." "Does DeVille have the girl?" "My guy eyeballed the little girl, but he can't say if she's still with him." Wozniak snapped the car into gear and rocked away from the curb. They didn't roll Code 3. No lights, no siren. The Islander Palms was less than 5 blocks away.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?